Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a sauce test today. Today I have, this is Lucky Dog Black Label by Lucky Dog Hot Sauce. I've done a few reviews of their hot sauce. Black Label is meant to be very well regarded. A lot of people say it's a very good sauce. I've definitely been looking forward to trying this. The description on it is it's an extra hot fire roasted pepper sauce. So I think this is probably the hottest one in the range. Website says it's got some Moruga scorpions in there as well. On the label here, a delicious addition to any dish, adding savoury heat without overpowering food. Trinidad scorpion and jalapeno peppers, apples, California black mission figs, and loaded with garlic. Use on meat, eggs, pizza, sandwich, fish, and pretty much everything. All natural and impressively hot, with extra garlic and distinct flavour of the Trinidad scorpion pepper. Painfully delicious. This dog has bite. I believe that. I can see little red flecks of chili there in the sauce. It's got quite a nice consistency to it, as all of their sauces that I've tried so far have done actually. They're not thin and loaded with vinegar like some sauces can be. It's very thick, and it's a fruit-based sauce, so that's quite a lot of natural sweetness I expect to see in there, as well as you know, that helping to balance out the flavour of the chilies. The description on the website is even more interesting than what's on the bottle. I've said it before in one of my previous videos. I think Lucky Dog have got some of the best sauce descriptions I've seen on a sauce site. A group of friends of mine here in Japan, we all grouped together and bought a bunch of different Lucky Dog ones, and it was really difficult deciding which ones I wanted actually, because the way that they were written about, they just all sounded good. So yeah, this is sauce 3 of 3 out of theirs. Really been looking forward to this. Loved the other two ones. So let's see. I can smell garlic as soon as I open it. Wow. Yeah, a lot of garlic. Smells quite tart, which I quite like. Like I say, the website has better description than the bottle. The website's saying it's got some lime in there as well, just to make it kind of fresh. And I can definitely smell a little bit of that punchiness, that acidity on it. The site also said there's some, it's not just Moruga scorpions and jalapenos in there, it's got some ghost chilies in there as well, just to give it a kind of bit of lasting heat rather than initial shock, which you'd expect from Morugas, as well as jalapenos, which are usually pretty sharp. Smells fantastic. It smells really garlicky. Yeah, I haven't even poured it out on the spoon yet. Let's see. And I can see the garlic floating around in the bottle. It's a fantastic smell on it. Yeah, really garlicky. Heat wise, I would say it doesn't smell as hot as I'm expecting it to be. It did say that the chilies are fire roasted before they make the sauce, which should make the flavour a bit deeper, almost like caramelizing onions, that kind of effect to it, which I guess is what's making the initial smell. It doesn't smell too strong on the pepper side of it, on the chili side of it, which is quite good, because I think a sauce using Trinidad scorpions could be quite, you could almost be put off before you even try it, because they've got a very intense aroma to them, which almost kind of burns your nose hairs actually. They're really, so I think the fire roasting has done well to make it smell a little bit more palatable. Anyway, I'm going to try it, so cheers. Wow. Wow, that is a lot hotter. Well, it says it's the hottest one in the range. It is a little bit hotter than I expected. It says definitely hotter than the pink label as well, actually. The acidity is really nice up first. It just, having this with food, it's gonna just slice through any grease on the food. It's really just gonna cut through it, and then you're left with an immediate, intense heat from the chili. Like I imagine from fire roasting, and also the amount of fruit that's gone in this, that the initial chili aroma is not strong, it's not perfumed, it's not off-putting. It's very well blended in there with the other ingredients. And it's really multi-layered. You get the acidity, the citrus up front at first. Garlic is the long-lasting flavour on it. A little bit of I can feel the kind of apple in the aftertaste, the sweetness and the way it kind of coats your palate. I'm gonna have to go back for more of this. This is really good. Chili heat is quite intense, especially at first. And like it was saying on the website, it's got ghost chilies in there to make the burn last a bit longer, which I can feel now in the aftertaste. That initial slap round the face from scorpions and jalapenos is very intense at first, and then it mellows out into a very... It doesn't really mellow out that much because it's still quite a intense amount of heat going on there. Let's try some more. Wow. The fruit in there is doing well at covering up the bitterness from the super hots. Super hots can get quite bitter. I've tried making hot sauce myself a few times and not been particularly great at it. And I've also not managed to cover up the bitterness that I get from using super hots. This sauce has a knack to it, where it does it pretty well. I wouldn't say any one of those ingredients is out of place at all. They're all just complementing each other. Yeah, you get the kind of citrus up front, citrus and sharp, which is going to cut through your food. Then you get the intense heat from the chili, and it mellows out into, you've got this really nice mouthfeel actually, while still being quite hot. It coats your palate, leaves your mouth feeling quite fresh and ready for, you know, another mouthful of food with this on. And you've got this very, it's a very, I don't want to say it's a mellowed garlic flavour because it is a very strong flavour of garlic, but it's very much blended with the other ingredients. It's not like sometimes when you overdo garlic, or if you undercook garlic, where it can kind of get quite intense in your nose. There's none of that there. It's all very very well cooked in with the other ingredients, and very long lasting as well. And it's quite unique. I'm going to say this is probably quite unique for hot sauce that I've tried, just in the way that the mouthfeel is afterwards. You've got quite you've got a bit of throat burn from it. The sides of your tongue are glowing quite nicely, lips are glowing quite nicely, but the way that the fruit has covered your palate, it's not particularly nagging or stabbing in any area. I'd say the citrus leaves your palate quite fresh and clean and ready to taste other flavors that might come in the food that you're going to eat right after it. So even though it's got strong garlic flavor, strong chili element to it, none of them are overpowering. It seems that the amount of people that I talk to and I say like, oh, I'm really into chilies and eating chilies and cooking hot food and growing chilies, and everyone thinks like, oh, chilies ruin your palate. There's no real easy way to educate people otherwise, because they are extremely intense if not used properly. So this is not ruining your palate in any way. I would say, if anything, it is opening up your receptors, opening up your sensation to taste other things. So I think 5 stars on that for accomplishing a very hot sauce that is just not unbalanced in any way. I think it's extremely well balanced, extremely tasty. I can see why chili heads really rate this one. I think we've got to put another order in for more of this. This bottle's not going to last me too long, I don't think. I'm already halfway through the pink label, and I only opened that up a week or so ago. But yeah, I shall leave it there. That was fantastic sauce. Looking forward to getting hold of more from Lucky Dog. So yeah, that was Lucky Dog hot sauce, Black Label. Cheers.